Hello everyone, today we would like to talk about Cube ads. So everyone who has been following us lately knows that we are really religiously about attention when it comes to selling display ads. Not clicks, but really attention and view time. And one of the things that really plays into that direction is the Cube ad. And the Cube ad has been more and more omnipresent over the last weeks, months and years. And we want to show a little bit why that is the case and how you could use it for local advertising and even make it better and easier for your local advertisers. And that's why Simon will share a little bit how we try to replicate that in the ad studio. But first of all, let's have a look. What is the Cube ad? Who is using it? And how is it marketed so far?
Yes, hello everyone. When you Google a Cube ad, you will find a lot of results about publishers selling that and having the Cube ad in their media kit. So for example, now here, Axel Springer or also Teats, we find that quite often. And you always see the Cube ad and what they offer you is, hey, you as an advertiser get a 3D cube, and what you need to send them is 4 slides in the end. You send them 4 images, and then you can they built the Cube ad for you. So for example, let's have a look how Teats is doing that in their demo or media kit. So in the end, their cube looks like that. Or what we also see is, for example, some national clients doing it like that. So really building the perfect cube. And what we realized is that especially for local advertisers, they can't send you the perfect materials. So what we wanted to do in the ad studio is that we really build an easy option that you don't need to build the perfect slides for the cube, but that you just can upload some images that you have, maybe adding a slogan per slide, and then you can do the perfect cube. And I will show you now how easy it is to build that cube. So what we did, and you can directly compare it, we have the cube as a medium rectangle, and we also have the cube as a half-page ad, and you can directly compare how we do it. So here as a half-page ad, it's really quite simple to build a cube. The only thing that you need is a logo, you need an image, and you need a slogan, and then we just build the cube for you. And what we also realized is to even make it easier for the user to really understand that it's a cube, because quite often what we see is, so it's quite cool here that you now can slide, but probably you always need to have some navigation or some arrows. So what we did is you have the arrows here that you can always click on the next slide. And what we also do is, let's open, for example, the medium rectangle as a demo, that we always have an auto slide in the beginning. So as soon as the ad comes into the visible area, we do 1 rotation of the cube so that you already know that something is happening there as a user, and then it stays. And what you then can do is you can always go back and forth to the next cube or the next slide, and also on mobile you can swipe through the cube. And I want to show you now how easy it is to build a Cube ad in the ad studio. So when you log in into the ad studio, directly on the front, you now see the Cube ad as a new high impact format. And you can now decide, do you want to build the Cube ad as a medium rectangle or as a half page ad? So I would suggest we now build a half page ad cube, because that's even bigger and more prominent and gets more attention. And you then,
especially on mobile, it's really like almost a full screen ad. And if you have the immediate motion there, you of course get a lot more attention than if you would just have a static banner or anything. I mean, like, that's why we started with all the smart ads with a carousel. But I think the Cube ad, which is basically the 3D version of our 2D carousel, even emphasizes that more. And I think you shouldn't overdo it. We shouldn't do every ad as a Cube ad, but I think it's very nice to break the banner blindness that many users otherwise have.
Yes. And so let's build a Cube ad together. And we already checked for a cool advertiser. So let's do it for this Bristol Wood flooring company. So what I do in the ad studio is I just say create Cube ad. And now I create the ad. So it's the Bristol Wood flooring company, and I just click start, and now I have the editor to build a Cube ad. And what I can do now is here I can change the logo, I can change the colors, I can also change all the slides on the cube. I can do all of that manually, or what I can also do is I just use our option to import assets from the website. So what we are doing is we're importing everything that we find on the website of the advertiser. We're trying to find his logo. We already make suggestion for his colors, and we also make suggestion for slogans and images that you should use. So let's just copy his URL. Let's also change this ad to English. And now I just use this option at the website. And now the ad studio is doing the magic.
I mean, again, that's really perfect for building spec ads, preview ads. If you have not yet sold the client, but you very quickly want to show something, I mean, it's difficult to make it quicker than that. We see, of course, you should do some fine tuning here, but I mean, like already the first draft shows that's their photos, that's their slogans. But Simon, you probably will take it from here.
Yes, so let's improve that now. So what you directly can see is it's probably the wrong logo because they have a lot of logos on their website, and this looks like a logo of their supplier. But you can see here the ad studio is always suggesting you all the logos that we found, and here is also their logo. So I will just change that, and probably that logo is too small. Yes, it's quite small, but also there we have a solution. So let's just switch from full logo to the fav icon. So let's do the magic that also Instagram and Facebook is always doing, working with a fav icon, because that always looks good. And you see here, I would say that's already a much better approach now, because we now always have the Bristolwood Flooring Company on top. I would say the button and the colors look quite good, so no change there. You can also see we have now as a button suggestion book now, but the AI made a lot of different suggestions. Or we, for example, can say book with it or learn more or whatever you would like to have. So let's say we switch to learn more, and then you can see here now we by default did 3 slides. So we have 3 slides here, slide 1, slide 2, slide 3. Let's assume we even want to do a 4th slide. Let's just add it, and you can directly see I see all the images that we found on the website, and I would just suggest let's do one more. Let's, for example, take that one, and maybe that is a laminate here. So let's also do the high quality flooring as a slogan. And you can see it now here. He now did a nice ad. Also, the slogan has some storyline that you can always change. But the first 3 images seem to be all the same. So probably we can also fine-tune that with all the images that we found there. And I found it funny that while you're doing that you also fell victim to the standard offline look on a cube, that it always needs to have 4 slides because a cube has 4 sides. I mean, like, and that's something that we can also do here. I mean, like, we are in the virtual world. There's no reason not to build a cube with only 2, 3, or even 5 slides. So there's no reason not to use that image transition effect for less than 4 slides. Yes, and so I would say cube is ready. What I do now is I just publish it, and what I directly get is now a really cool preview that I can send to my advertiser that always shows the cube on desktop and mobile. That is a fully working preview. So this is really the live ad with everything and how it works. And you can just share it with your advertiser. He can check it on mobile. He can check it on desktop. It's really the full working ad. And when he's happy, you can directly use it from the ad studio and run it on your site. And you can not only run it in your site, you could even use the audience extension that's basically built into the ad studio, where we could also run it on programmatic inventory that is fitted to this region of the advertiser, and risking that I now sound like someone from home order television out of the 90s. I mean, like, the coolest part is not only that really helps to get attention for the local advertiser, but Simon, the way that you made the concept for the pricing means like everyone can use and test it. There is no immediate price point when you just want to try that out. Perhaps you can tell a little bit about how the pricing for the ad studio is structured so that everyone really can use the cube ad
and now I'm already giving it away for free. So perhaps you can tell a little bit more about the details there.
Yes, so Ad Studio is completely for free. So in the end, you only pay when you sell an ad. So you can use the Ad Studio completely for free. You can build thousands of free demo ads. And as soon as your advertiser says, I like this ad, I want to run it now, then you have a price per ad and you pay per ad. And also when you use our audience network and want to run this ad, not only on your O&O, but also on cool third-party premium news sites, it's just a simple arbitrage business for you. So you pay a CPM to us, but the CPM your advertiser pays is always higher. So it's really completely risk-free for you. And yeah, just try it out, write me, and we will give you a free access. And you can build such a cool Cupid within a minute as I did it now.
Yeah, I think it's the really logical next step after the carousel ads. And if I go up the food chain, if I look at everything that we do with the attention metric, and I see that I would say the lowest option is going with a social media ad, where we now see with every survey and every analysis in the market that the average view times there are around a second, 1 second, even sometimes less. Next step, having a carousel ad, where it is really, really specific about the business, which we do, as I would say, the bread and butter business. And the most of the times, it's already a big step forward. It's like usually 5 seconds, so 5 times what you get on social media. I think that's the next step, because what we see, it definitely adds another 20-30%. I think you have to be careful. Not every ad on your page should be a Cube ad. I mean, like sometimes you see some publishers that overdo it. But I think to put it into the mix and to use it from time to time, to use it also for the premium people, perhaps also to give it a little premium in terms of CPM would definitely help. And Simon, I can only agree on what you said with the programmatic. I mean, like this classic arbitrage model is for me one of the most underestimated arbitrage. I mean, like when we see that you usually can buy high top quality traffic in the low 1-digit euro or dollar or pound, and you can sell it to local advertisers. When you have the full package included with a great ad and a great dashboard and everything, roughly around 15, 20, sometimes 25, I mean, like the margin is really very solid.
Absolutely.
So we hope,
and especially as you said it, though, in the end, the Cupid is a premium format, and the cool thing is only you as a publisher can sell something like that to local advertisers, because they don't get something like that when they would do display directly via Google Display Network, because there they can only do boring static images. And this is really something that only you can offer. So really a high impact format that usually only national advertisers with big programmatic agencies can buy, and that is not something you can give to your local advertisers, and they can directly run it on your site on the standard slots that you have, like the half page ad or the medium rectangle, and also programmatic on third-party premium sites. And that's really something only you can offer to your advertisers.
Great. Thank you, Simon. I hope we convinced all of you to give it a try. The Cube ads are in the Ad Studio. The Ad Studio is for free to test. Drop us a message, reach out to us, and we're more than happy to build thousands of spec ads for your local and regional advertisers together. Thank you very much, and see you next time.